my name's Sam and you're watching Sew Let's Sparkle with Sam, and today is my hashtag Friday Sews. So you might have noticed that you're in a slightly different place to normal. So today I'm here at Lots Bazaar, which is a little craft cooperative which I volunteer at from time to time. I used to volunteer on a regular day, but since all of my hours at Karen and Rose has changed and kind of life, I only get to volunteer a couple of days a month. But I do rent a shelf. So our craft cooperative here at Lots Bazaar, we love all crafters and crafters of all kind. So whether you're a dressmaker, whether you're a bag maker, whether you just like to make toys, or whether you make jewellery or whatever, I'll give you a little tour so you can see just some of the things that we sell here. You get to rent a shelf, it's very reasonable, and you get every single bit of profit from everything that you sell on your shelf. So it works very reasonable, and we're a non-profit organisation and we're run entirely by volunteers. So because I love making things, and I thought it would be nice for me to give something back, so I volunteer my time here, but I also rent a shelf and sell some of my wares. I generally here just sell bits and pieces that I've made from my fabric scraps, because I tend to like to sell my bits and pieces very reasonably priced so that everybody gets an opportunity to have a little bit of handmade craft. But yeah, you can pretty much craft anything and sell anything here for a very small monthly fee. So I thought you might just be interested in something else that I do. So I'm gonna switch now to a little bit of footage that I've taken walking around the shops and just talk you through, walking around the shop even, only one shop, and talk you through a little bit of what we do here. Hello there, it's now Friday. So I had full intentions yesterday on Thursday of doing my Friday sews from Lots Bazaar, but the shop got really busy, which is good. But it just put a halt on the recording, so it's now Friday morning. I'm off into work in a little bit, but I just thought I'd pop on and tell you a little bit about life and sewing. So I hope you enjoyed your little tour around the shop yesterday. Yeah, it was a lovely day. So this week I have been busy working. I have had some sewing time. Today I am wearing, I won't forget to tell you, so I'm wearing the Tammy handmade Naya t-shirt in some lovely jersey fabric, and I've done like a little switcheroo. So I've got the stripes going this way, but for the bands I had the stripes going the other way. I quite like that. I think that looks quite nice. And this is a cotton jersey knit from, where is this from? Oh, this is from Karen and Rose, where I work. And just to let you know that for September we have a jersey sale at, I don't get any money for selling you anything, but if you want to have a little look, we have got quite a few of our jerseys. Tends to be more of the plain ones, French terries, and the ribbing and everything is all 20% off at the moment. So, and there's a few other bits in the sale jersey wise. If you fancy going and have a look, I will check later today, and I might pop this in the sale, see if anybody fancies a little cheeky Naya. You can get it out of just about a metre. Yeah, it sews up quite nicely. I digress. So yeah, little bit of life. What have I been doing this week? I have just been very busy in lots of different ways. I've been quite sociable this week. I noticed that last week I'd realised that I'd just not been very sociable. I'd not caught up with a lot of friends, and I needed to just catch up with people that I hadn't seen for a while. So I've had lots of tea this week. I've been doing lots of tea and lots of catching up, which has been really nice. It's good for the soul, isn't it, to do that sometimes? And sometimes we forget, we just forget to do that because we're so busy doing other things. So that's been really nice. Sewing wise, after promising you faithfully that I wouldn't start any new projects this week, I kind of started a new project this week, but there was a very good reason for it. So I was finishing off all my projects, and one of them was to finish the toile for my dressmaker's ball dress, which I did. And I'm not going to share any pictures with you because I put on the toile and I really don't like it. I just don't feel comfortable in it at all. The V is too low. Where it fits me around the waist is really unflattering. I just don't like it. I've fiddled with it and I still don't like it. And so I've completely changed my mind. So I'm back to the drawing board basically. So I'm gonna scratch that. So I'm playing with the idea of a jumpsuit for the dressmaker's ball. I know that sounds a bit weird, but I'm playing with the idea. So I thought I'd just have a little look at what jumpsuit patterns there were on the market and kind of, just have a go. So I did make up the Friday Pattern Company Avenir jumpsuit. I'd seen a lot of people that had made them on YouTube and a lot of people on Instagram, and I was thinking I might give that a go. And I will say, if any of you out there have been thinking about making this and thought, oh, I don't think, is it a beginner friendly pattern? I would say absolutely yes. I think that that's probably one of the easiest things I've ever made. Yeah, really, really easy. Came together really nicely and looks really nice. And it's actually incredibly flattering. I don't always find jumpsuits very flattering. And it's really weird. I popped it on. I'll pop a picture up. I haven't taken very many. It's not completely finished. I haven't decided whether I want to put elastic in the arms. I don't think I do, but because I hadn't decided, I haven't hemmed up the arms. But yeah, I put it on and I felt really tall. I'm not really tall. I'm like 5'3", 5'4". And yeah, but I felt really tall and I felt really slim. And I haven't felt like that when I put clothes on for a while. So yeah, it was really nice made. I made it with the subscription box from So Hayley Jane in her Tilly and the Buttons box, which is a lovely viscose twill, which was lovely to work with, really nice. So yeah, so I've made the Avenir jumpsuit. Now I don't think I'm going to make an Avenir for the dressmaker's ball. I think that might be a little bit of a simple pattern, although I think it could look absolutely beautiful. If you made it in a really gorgeous fabric, you could make it look really different. So it's still an option, but I am looking for a little more of a dressy jumpsuit. I haven't got much time though, so if anyone's got any ideas, something that I can get quickly, then I'd love your input. I'd really appreciate it. But yeah, so that's where my thinking is at the moment, but I have got to get a move on because I've only got 3 weeks. So yeah, but I have also been very good. I have finished lots of projects. I've got lots and lots of whips, and I've done a count up. So when I first started, which was going through my whips, I think it was the end of June and I had 21 projects unfinished. And now I have 15 projects unfinished. So, you know, I'm getting through them. I'm quite impressed with myself. I am getting through them slowly. So one of the ones that I did get finished, which I was really pleased about, was the Tilly and the Buttons Billy sweater. I've been meaning to make that for forever. And I had it all as a kit as well. I'd bought it at the Knit It Stitch It show. I had, you know, it was all ready to go. There was no excuses. I had the iron on. I got the iron on transfer with it. There was no excuse, but it was just sat in a bag. It was all cut out, but it just wasn't sewn. And I did that. So here's a picture of that. And I did that. And I'm so glad I did. I really like it. I went for the balloon sleeve version. And I'm going to say, I don't think that's for me. I'm glad I made it. I will definitely wear it. I don't think I'll make the balloon version again. I'm not a poofy sleeve kind of girl. I like it on certain things, but even like on my go-to favourite things like the sagebrush, I take a lot of the poofiness out. So yeah, I wanted to make it. I wanted to make it as per the pattern. I love it. I think it looks great. I think it'll be absolutely fabulous for those kind of stay in and sew days. But I think if I made it again, I'd make it with the other sleeve option. But I'm really interested in making it in the longer dress, like the sweater dress version, because I think that with a pair of leggings in the shop in the winter would be really, really cozy. So yeah, and we've got lots of jerseys in the shop at the moment, so I might have a little look and see some kind of sweater dress potential. Although I am trying not to buy too much fabric at the moment because I need to work through my stash. So I'll have a look. I do get a discount, so you know. What else have I been doing? Oh, I found a lovely lady on Instagram, and I always like to do a shout out to channels that I've found, particularly if they have not got very many subscribers, because you know it's hard to find good people out there. Her name's Victoria, and I think her channel's called, or it might be her Instagram, it's called What Gertie Sews. I'll put all of the details below if I've got that wrong, and if I have got that wrong, 1,000 apologies. But yeah, I just kind of stumbled across her the other day. I had my list up of things that I was watching, and it just kind of popped up, and I thought, oh, I've not seen her before. She looks nice and friendly. I'll have a watch. And she was, and it was really nice to watch. Yeah, she just seemed really nice, really friendly. So if you fancy giving her a watch, I think she'd really appreciate it. And yeah, it's just another one to add to the list, isn't it? So yeah, that was quite nice. I don't know whether she does a Friday sews or not. I haven't looked. I've still got a few. She hasn't got very many videos up. I think she's only just starting out. I watched one of her ones where she'd done a subscription box unboxing. So yeah, but she's definitely worth checking out. She seems like a good egg. So yeah, that's that. What else have I been up to? What else have I been making? Oh, I've been making lots more bits and crafty bits for the shop because because that's just been quite busy. So they've asked me to make a few more bits and pieces for that. Oh, I will just show you one thing that I made yesterday. Bear with. So those of you that watch me regularly will know that I get the Always Knitting and Sewing subscription box, which is more of a crafty subscription box than a dressmaking subscription box. And I really like it because every time you get it, you get a different project, and the projects are really well designed. They're always really useful things. I designed some of the projects. Well, that sounded like I was really blowing my own trumpet, didn't it? I don't design very many. Heather tends to design most of them, along with Chloe and the other ladies in the team. And yeah, but I just really like, I really like the projects. Anywho, this month's project was one of these. Now, this fabric was in a previous box. This wasn't the fabric in the box for this month. But I've made this little pouch for my labels because I had all my labels in a little box and it was a very pretty little box, but I found that I had to empty the box out on my table every time I wanted to find a label so I could see which ones. And so I've made this little pouch and it's got, can you see, it's got a little PVC vinyl pocket that's see-through, so I can see all of my labels, and I've put a little label on it that says one of a kind because I thought it was cute. And yeah, so I think that's a really good idea. So every time now I get my new labels, I can put them in there, and then I don't need to get them all out every time, because the other thing is when you get them all out and you have them all on the table, you often drop one on the floor or, you know, knock it off or whatever, and so I keep finding little labels all over my sewing room. So this, I'm hoping that this way it will keep them all nice and safe. So yeah, it's a little pouch. So, but if you don't want to subscribe to a subscription box, which I totally get, you know, times are tough, you can actually join the Knit It Stitch It Club, which is it is still a monthly subscription, but it's much cheaper, and you get all of the projects, and I think there's something like 150 projects on there at the moment, so that might be worth a little look if, you know, if that's something you're interested in, because obviously I can't share this pattern because it is one of their patterns, but I'm sure there's lots of these pouches online. So yeah, so I did that. That was exciting. I quite enjoyed that. I can see me making lots more of those, and also I can see me adapting the pattern a little bit to make them more individual. I can definitely see Christmas potential in those, so look out, a gift to November. I think some of those might be being made, so yeah, so that's exciting. So yeah, I've rambled on, haven't I? I always say, let's try and keep it short and sweet today, Sam, and then I always ramble on, so 1,000 apologies if I have done that. If you have enjoyed, though, listening to me today, don't forget to give me a like. I really appreciate it. And if you're thinking about subscribing, then please do. It is completely free. It costs you nothing, but it makes me smile. So I'd really appreciate it. Right, I better get off to work because it's a busy day today. So I hope you get plenty of time for sewing this weekend. Don't forget to sparkle. See you really soon. Bye for now.